Hello, gorgeous. It is Lala Kent. We're back at it, baby, with TT. Just the two of us.
Just the two, the best.
It feels just like I'm right at home.
This is my favorite.
So yesterday, I've talked about tattoos a lot, and I always feel like every time I get one, I'm like, I'm done. I don't need another one. So yesterday, we had someone come to the house. His name's Ignacio Suarez, and I found him because Sheena has been getting a lot of her tattoos done by him recently, and I loved just like the crisp, fine lines. He's so good, and I was picturing exactly how I wanted Sosa's name and where, and he came over, and I loved that because, like, obviously for me, I am not a tattoo connoisseur. I have a lot of tattoos that have just kind of like they've bled just based off of me not wanting to listen to the artist. Them being like, that's not a great spot for a tattoo. And I'm like, just do it. And then they do it, and it doesn't turn out exactly how I want, but it's like, whatever. I just felt like yesterday, I'm like, I'm going to listen to
the
him.
artist.
Yeah. So he goes by Iggy. I'm like, I'm going to listen to Iggy. I told him what I wanted.
His Instagram is CACHO tattoo.
So how do you say that? Cacho tattoo?
I want to say Cacho.
Okay.
Cacho tattoo is his Instagram.
All right, I love it. So I got Sosa's name on my arm. It's still wrapped up. And then I wanted LA on my middle finger on my left hand for so long. Easton, I was like, I'm not going to get any tattoos on my left hand because that's the hand that you put.
You said?
I would say this. It's like your ring finger hand.
Oh, that's why this hand is clean. I told you. Like, I wanted to do one of mine on my left, but I was like, I just want it for, like, a clean hand for when I never get married.
Well, it's always nice to just, like, know that there's a possibility, a 50-50 shot.
It's clean if there is one. Not to tattoo for the wife or anything. I just want a clean ring finger hand.
I totally get that.
So.
Is that whole arm clean?
Yeah, I'm keeping the whole thing clean.
Yeah, my left arm is where I have the 801 tattoo.
But that's on your shoulder, so that you're good.
I'm fine, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the LA on the left middle finger because it looks cute. I, like, drew it on with a Sharpie, loved it. I was like, I'm most likely never going to get married, and even if I do have a ring on the finger for, like, commitment purposes, like, do I really care? No. Different thinking process. So I tell Iggy, I'm like, this is where I want it. He said if you go deep into the skin on the finger, it's going to blow out. It's not going to look like that Sharpie does because that Sharpie is basically a surface tattoo. So he goes, so I'll go on more of the top of the skin. I won't go deep. He goes, but then it's going to fade very quickly. But if you want, I can come back and touch it up whenever. And I'm like, I don't like maintenance. I don't like maintenance. So I put it on my right hand, just right there. He said that was a good spot.
I like it.
Yeah, I really love them. They're like super delicate and fine. And now I think I am done unless I have a third kid.
So you're not done.
Which is that very...
So we're not done with tattoos is what we just came to the conclusion of.
Mom loves to be like, why are you getting hand tattoos? I didn't even tell her I was doing the LA one. She's like, look at my hands. They're old and wrinkly and have veins and spots. This is what it's going to look like, Lauren. And I was like, I just feel like those hands are not my hands' future.
And even if
sun exposure.
So I just have a feeling that down the line there are going to be tattoo removals that don't hurt or are very easy.
What, like just like a cream or something?
Yeah, or there's going to be a cream for your hands not to look like a catcher's mitt at 60 years old.
Oh, I love that.
You know, like there's going to be some more like skin treatments, and I think just down the line when I have to worry about it.
By the time you're over it?
There's a solution.
I fully agree with you. Like, I'll be able to just walk through a machine or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, they're all gone.
And I have to believe that, because if I don't, then I'll go crazy.
I don't like forever.
So
Isn't
I
it weird?
that.
It's like, I don't like commitment, and I don't like the thought of forever. But just, like, put this forever thing on my body.
I'm not kidding you. When you were telling me about the botched tattoos that you've seen and things like that, like...
Did you start pacing?
Yeah.
It's very important you make sure that all looks right.
He was starting to tattoo the numbers. And I was like, what do we got down there, right? And he was like, do you want to take a look? And I looked 3 times over again because I was so nervous.
Oh, my gosh.
They're good, though. They're good. We're all great. Still worried, though. I still look down and I'm like, but are they?
I mean, too late now, buddy.
No, it's never too late.
Did you watch Happy Gilmore too?
Let me put it to you this way. I have troubles like just falling asleep. I have fallen asleep twice. I've tried to watch the movie twice over, and I've never had somebody put me in such a like Zen state.
To where you can fall asleep?
Yeah. Like,
so it wasn't boring.
No, it's amazing. I mean, a lot of people are like, there's too much going on, and it's like, it's Happy Gilmore 2. We know that it's full of cameos of just random people. Like, the thing is, he's... he kills his wife on accident.
Right, I saw that
Yeah.
part.
So, just funny off the bat. But, like, he has to go back and play because his daughter is really good at ballet and dance.
Yeah.
So...
And his wife plays the ballet teacher.
Yes.
And his actual daughter plays his daughter.
And then his other daughter plays the AA meeting. She's the drunk.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like, he goes to the AA meetings that aren't like AA meetings, but his other daughter in real life is, like, tattooed in it and, like, telling him that it's going to be all right. And then, forgetting his name, but he was wow.
Are you talking about Shooter McGavin?
No, the other one who played his grandma's caretaker.
Okay.
And I'm forgetting his name, but he's in everything. His dad is in Seinfeld. Stellar.
Oh.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller, yeah.
So he plays like the AA guy. So it's kind of like he put his Happy Gilmore's grandma through hell. Yeah. And now he's putting Happy Gilmore through hell. So it's just like a lot of fun things, but it's
what was Kid Cudi's cameo? Did he have a cameo or a pretty large part? Because that's
Eminem does.
Eminem's in it?
Yeah, I haven't seen that cameo, but like they're just face to face and Eminem just says something in like a little hat and stuff. But like, yeah, he's got a cameo. It's unreal. And that's the thing. Eminem doesn't do anything. Yeah. And I love everything that he does. Even in, I can't remember the name of the video or the movie, but it's Interview or something like that, where they go over to North Korea to like interview Jim, but like
Kim
Jong-un, whatever. Yeah. But in the movie, he's talking to Eminem, and Eminem's like, he's like, yeah, you have a lot of things that relate to you liking guys, and he goes, yeah, I do, and like. The part of him to play that, like, you never get Eminem, and then he goes and plays this part of like...
No, he's incredible.
Yeah, so he played in that. They, obviously, you brought it up to me, but I caught it, was the Disney Channel star.
Yeah, because Happy Gilmore came out well before The Descendants, which was on Disney Channel. So there was, like, in a scene... where Cameron Boyce is on the screen.
It's, let me put it this way. It's like a Caddyshack.
Yes. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
And then, like, the screen is in the back of it where the people are working.
Yes.
And, like, on the TV screen, you see Cameron Boyce.
And he passed away a few years ago from complications with epilepsy. And... everyone was, like, beside themselves because he was, like, the Disney heartthrob, right?
Yeah. I mean, he was in my opinion, he was going to be the Zac Efron.
Yeah, he just had, like, a very bright future, and I think a lot of people didn't know. It's so interesting when you see someone who blows up and you only know them for that, and then you start seeing them in things where you're like, I had no idea that he was in this. It's like Michael B. Jordan, who I first... saw him when he was in Hardball with Keanu Reeves. And then he just blew up, right? And I had such a crush on him when he was in Hardball. Oh, my God. Anytime it came to the point where they kicked him off the team because he was too old, I started the movie over.
Why?
I was just too devastated by it.
But don't they let him come back and play or no? I can't even remember.
No, don't you remember? He, like, gets caught up in, like, not a good life, and then the shooting happens. And G-Baby gets hit by a ricochet bullet. Yeah. No, the movie is heartbreaking. Oh, my God. How did that take a turn? There was you pointed this out to me, that there was a tribute to Chris Farley where, like, at the end of Happy Gilmore 2.
So it's Chris Farley and Tommy Boy, and he's just walking by himself down just a street, like a dirt road.
Yeah.
And in the end of the movie of...
Happy Gilmore 2.
Happy Gilmore, he grabs his clubs out of the back of the car, and then it, like, switches to the same camera angle
of him walking down the road.
So it paid tribute to Chris Farley.
Every time, you guys, I put Sosa in her sleep suit. It's like this puff suit like this.
Fat guy in a little coat.
I play it in my mind, and I feel it's so funny because she's just so big and awkward. Like, I take her out, and she's just like this. And it looks exactly like
She's
Chris
become
Farley.
a giant potato. That's all she is, just a big potato that just doesn't move here and there.
I know, and she's pushing 11 months, and I have her in a sleep suit and a weighted blanket. You put this girl in just her PJs,
she stands
or just
up.
one or the other, she's up and bounces, and you can't get her to bed. Like,
No.
it wakes her up. I finally got her down. She's teething right now. And so I had to make her fat guy in a little coat again. I was like, we're not.
You may need to get another coat because I saw her
too
on.
small.
Well, yeah, I saw her on the.
They don't make them
baby
bigger,
monitor.
Easton. Most kids should be out of those by now. Or babies.
We got to get a weighted blanket.
Yeah.
Get out. But like when I saw her, I was on the baby monitor. You guys obviously, I've never seen it, but you guys weren't freaking out. I saw her and she was
I
standing
was a little freaked out.
up. I sprinted upstairs to get her because I was like, oh no. Because you guys were like out at the pool, but like you had just seen her like that. So I was like, because I go, she was standing and you go, yeah, she does that now. I was like,
Oh, God.
I thought she was going to be. And she's chewing the wood, isn't she? Is she oceaning
No, she's
now?
over. Well, I think she needs her top teeth, but I think that's why she was losing her mind yesterday, because she's in prime teething.
Well, I see like the little whites of them on the top of her gums now. And I
they're a
didn't
little
see
swollen.
that before.
I texted Janet and I was like, I cannot kick it today because my kid is beside herself. And she goes, have you felt any spikes? And I was like, I just don't feel comfortable shoving these nails into her mouth, because even when you wash your hands thoroughly, like, these are fake nails. You don't know what's happening. I know that sounds horrendous. Most of us have fake nails. But, like, I just don't feel comfortable being like, what's going on in here?
I agree, but, like, couldn't you do, like, the top, like, stick your finger just lightly and do, like, the top knuckle where maybe it's not as filthy touching and things? Do you get what I'm saying?
You know what I did? I washed my hands and then I put a little glove on to feel around. And the gums just felt super, super swollen. It was...
Well, her eyes are all red and her nose...
She's looked better, for sure.
No, she's going through it right now with those damn teeth.
I know.
Those teeth are really giving her the bee's knees.
Yeah, I didn't have that problem with with Ocean.
Give Them Lala is sponsored by BetterHelp. These days, it feels like there's so much advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can get you personalized recommendations and help you break through the noise. Therapy from BetterHelp is helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it's for everyone, not just those who have experienced major trauma. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works, with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. It's also convenient. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, switch therapists at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/GTL. That's betterhelp.com/GTL.
The Brian Koberger and him taking the plea
I can't tell
deal and getting life. Can I tell you? So we watched One Night in Idaho, and it's a docu-series, 4 episodes on Amazon Prime.
Very well put together.
It was so well put together because for the first time, we were able to listen to Ethan Chapin's parents and
Siblings.
Maddie Mogan's mom and dad.
And the siblings.
And it was the first time that it wasn't just an interview about what happened.
It wasn't just a murder case, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I got to know...
You got to know the victims, and on the other side, you got to see how deeply affected all these people were with the media.
Yeah,
And
I have a bone to pick with people.
Well, here's the thing that I was feeling a little guilty about. A lot of guilt. You know, we have a podcast where you talk about things that are in the news, right? Mm-hmm. There are people who are like internet sleuths who are out here to solve murders. They're going in and like circling pictures and you know, putting names out there.
And they do well. Like, I'm not going to say that they don't, but like when you're bringing up 20-year-olds and things like that, and you're just the internet sleuth and saying, are the two that survived, Dylan and why aren't they getting charged? It's like,
saying they're like, these two are not innocent. And they had a psychologist on there who said, you know, people want to talk about Dylan's behavior in that moment. And what she did was actually very normal for a person of her age when you start going into trauma. You know, she's opened the door, she's seen someone she does not recognize, and she's heard voices. You can't say what you would have done because in that moment, there are people who fight, flight, or freeze. And I know just based off of my mom when things have happened, like she's a freezer. She doesn't.
No, she can't move.
Yeah. So we watched these episodes and I just like, it was so heartbreaking.
I didn't, there were times where like I didn't want to watch it and I should have been honest and been like, this is, it's ruining my sleep in a sense.
Yeah, I didn't sleep. Like, I was constantly, it was wild that I would like, sometimes at night I'll wake up to certain noises, but after watching that, it was the first time that I was actually feeling like if someone were in here right now, I can't imagine the fear. I can't imagine living in a place where like nothing really happens. You know everybody. You go to the same place. You leave your doors open.
Yeah, like I remember one of them said, I don't remember ever locking my door behind me because everybody knew everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and that's the weird thing, and that's why I feel like I haven't been sleeping is there's so many stories. Okay, there were 4 victims, and it's like, okay, I'm waking up, and it's like, am I the victim or am I the person hearing the sounds of this? So I'm like, because I saw so much, when I was sleeping, I was like getting up out of sleep, like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I'd walk around just to make sure I didn't see anybody. Like, it really took a toll on me.
And let's also remember that it was a night of, like, they're college students. They were partying.
And it was a Saturday night.
It was a Saturday night. Whether they were drinking, smoking weed, vaping,
taking a shrooms, who cares?
Who gives one shit, right? They were having fun, living a very normal college experience. So when Dylan opens the door, we don't know her state of mind, right?
No.
She's a 20, 21-year-old girl in college, living her best life, being a normal chick going to school.
Who thinks that this is ever going to happen?
Ever in your life, right? And I loved the statements from, what is it called when you, like the families can stand up and address the killer?
A victim statement?
It's a victim statement? The victim statements were fucking awesome.
Kylie's sister? Kaylee's sister?
Olivia. Where she was like, you came in the middle of the night.
Like a fucking pedophile.
I'm like, get him.
No, I loved when she just said, and if you would have attacked them when they were awake, Kaylee would have kicked your fucking ass.
And she would have. I could tell that bitch could throw down.
I was reading comments through it, and they were like, this is an older sister. This is an older.
I feel one of two ways. Like, the Chapins didn't go. They didn't want to give him an ounce of time. And Mom was like, that's how I would have been. I loved what Olivia said because she wanted him to know, like, you're not going to get through to someone like him who can literally stab. Just the 2 victims were stabbed a total of 80 times. We don't know how many times the other 2. So when you're talking to someone like that, they don't care. You saying you took someone that I loved, he feels nothing. He's a fucking robot. He's a weirdo.
Yeah, no one kills 4 people the way he does and has feelings.
No. So the way you get to him is either giving him no attention at all or telling him, like, you don't matter.
Yeah.
You have to tap into a place of, like, I'm unaffected by you.
The one thing that I really do think that will stick with him is don't think you matter because somebody said your name out loud.
Oh, I have chills.
Yeah. No, when she said that, I was like, that is a...
Can I tell you what I wish, though? The plea deal should have come with, here's a list of our questions.
And they have to be
You
answered.
must answer every single one. Otherwise, deal is off.
And
You will give us a play-by-play of your mental state, what happened that night, why. And
Why
if you
this
cannot
night?
do that,
Death.
we're done with you.
Death to you.
That's on the table.
Yep.
And I think that living in prison for the rest of your life feels awful. If you believe in like heaven or hell, obviously you put him to death and he's going to suffer unimaginably.
You believe in reincarnation. Believe he's coming back
but no
as
one
something
knows
terrible.
if that really exists,
No.
right?
But if you believe that, just choose to believe he's going to come back as something terrible.
Yeah.
You know, like something that
He is
really
something
lives
terrible.
through. Like a fish that has to run for its life from a shark at all times. Something like that. Like you're always on your fucking... They're on your ass. Yeah, he can't quiet down his mind for a second because if he does, he gets eaten.
Move on from that topic. Oh my gosh.
I hate him. No, this is making me feel really good though about
last
it
thing
because
I'm
of how I felt and
The last thing I'm going to say.
Say it.
The mom.
Which one?
The mom of Kaylee was like, you're finally going to be touched the way you've always wanted, except it's going to be a little different than how you pictured it. I loved it so much. I was like, you fucking fuckwad. And you know that Maddie's dad.
Oh, I pointed it out to you
paws
guys
on you.
when he's just like, he was the most kept human I've ever seen because deep down, I know this guy has an arsenal of a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And he was keeping it like under wraps of like, yeah, I just don't understand. When he was in his mind, I could read, I wanted to get everything I had and find this man and do whatever I could to him.
Yeah, I know. I respected how he like tried to keep his composure.
He did very well.
You guys know how much I love Rakuten because you guys know how much I love a deal. And Rakuten is the ultimate way to shop smart and still look fabulous. I used it just last week when I was grabbing new sneakers from Nike, picking up a few key pieces for summertime from Bloomingdale's, and yes, spoiling Lily at PetSmart. And of course, I got cash back on all of it. So here's how it works. Rakuten partners with your favorite stores, like thousands of them. When you shop through Rakuten, those stores pay Rakuten for sending you their way, and Rakuten shares that money with you in the form of cash back. It's not complicated, it's just smart shopping. Fashion, beauty, home stuff, even travel, they've got it all. And the best part? You can stack cash back on top of other sales and discounts. It's like getting rewarded for being a savvy shopper, which I know we all are. Signing up is totally free and it takes just seconds. So join the 17 million members, including me, who are already saving. They'll even send you your cash back through PayPal or by check. Download the free Rakuten app or go to Rakuten.com to start saving today. That's Rakuten, Rakuten.com.
All right, so that murder that you're talking about, the guy who like poisoned his wife like 10 times.
Yes.
And
for like 10 days straight?
For like 10 days straight in her smoothies. And you guys, this guy clearly has watched not a lick of Dateline or 2020. He's putting into his Google search bar, I kid you not, if I murder my wife with arsenic, is it traceable? It's like, wow, we're
it
like...
is now.
I'm going to say yes.
It may have not been, but it is now. And if it wasn't like, with that...
He says that it was like suicide, right? And he like did some chat GPT for his daughter and is like, this is what you're going to say. Like,
who is his daughter? I want to know now who his daughter is to be like, yeah, I'll try.
No, by the way,
I'd have been like,
his daughter is what they would call a rat, but we're glad because she's like, no, my dad's fucking insane. He like asked me to do this shit.
So she folded and was like, what am I doing?
She was like, great idea, Dad. Yo.
Is that what? So she was the whistleblower of like, yo, he's having me do AI.
She was someone who they brought in to take him down. And like, the prosecution was like, the search engine didn't say if my wife tries to kill herself, will arsenic work? It was very clear what's happening.
And not only that, let's get on Amazon and have it delivered to the house.
Can you get it on Amazon?
What are you doing?
I was watching the worst roommate ever, and this one girl, they were in Utah. She got all of her stuff on the black market, but still traceable, you guys. You cannot order things to your home. First of all, stop trying to kill people.
Right? If you don't like them, there's a thing called you
Divorce.
don't have that, or you can leave. Even if it's a friend, a girlfriend, you're
all
not.
Of it.
You can leave. How wild that you have a choice. You could leave. You don't have to kill them to leave. Just leave.
The people are fucking insane. And it's actually like every other day. Like you guys know I wake up and watch the news every single day. A couple in Arkansas.
I couldn't believe it.
They're walking with their 2 children. Okay? Very normal day. A hike at Devil's Den. A random guy, right now, there's no motive attached, okay? This guy, he's 28 years old. They finally arrested him, I want to say, a few days ago. And he just stabs the couple in front of the freaking kids. The kids run off, find help. I could not believe it. What goes wrong in someone's life? I'm just going to say it, and this sounds horrible. If life is that bad, like the guy who rolled up on the NFL building and then he ended his own life, just
kill yourself. I know it is morbid, but it's like the people that you're taking away, they shouldn't be.
No.
You should be with the thoughts.
And if
it's that bad, go to Switzerland. I know. Go to Switzerland.
Oh, do they do assisted?
Yeah, they do assisted death. You can actually say, like, I want to die. They'll kill you.
Oh, my God.
It's legal over there. And I know
is this podcast a little dark
today?
No,
it could be dark, but it's such a true statement that you said. Like,
I know it sounds really morbid, and I don't...
Everyone's agreeing with you.
I want to reiterate. There's help out there for your mental state. Mm-hmm. Science has come a very long way. Conversations can happen. Meds can happen. There's so much you can access. And I just don't understand how someone could get to that place. The guy who did the shooting in Manhattan, he was really upset about football. He had, is it CTE? Mm-hmm. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And he wrote a long letter about how he didn't feel protected, and then he ended his own life. And it's like, write the letter, and if that's going to be the end game, let's like not cause heartbreak amongst so many families. I'm going to move on because it just sends me into a rage, and I think I'm going to get in trouble.
But I do want to go back to the one night in Idaho, because wasn't he trying to reenact somebody else's murders? Because his name
something
on,
Rogers.
Yes.
And he was Papa Rogers on a Facebook group that was talking about the murders. And he went by this, and they're trying to connect, I believe it was Ellis Rogers, who it's called Incel. And it's basically a hate group towards women who are sexually active.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But again, that guy ended his life as well after he went on a rampage.
Yeah.
I mean, he hit 3 different locations, and it was just he left utter devastation and then ended his own life. Koberger did not.
No, he's fighting for his.
I hope that woman who he respected so much, who gets in the mind of serial killers, and she would go in, and I don't know if she was a teacher at DeSales University or if she would just go in and give a seminar, but he highly respected her. I want them to send her in. Get into the mind of this fucking nut.
Well, yeah,
so
get
that
into the
we
mind.
Understand.
So because I know it sounds terrible, but history repeats itself, and it's not going to be the last one. As sad as it is.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to understand the motive, so you can understand other different patterns. Because that's the other thing. When I don't know if he was at DeSales or Washington State, when he was learning about all of the
Oh, when he did the questions?
Yeah, and they were learning about like that Ellis Rogers.
I think that was at DeSales.
DeSales.
It was.
And that guy was talking about it, and he was like very interested in it. So like that's the thing. It's like, okay, now we have to learn about this guy's patterns and mindset so we can have information of it.
Yeah.
How wild.
Because remember, they interviewed the 2 students at DeSales and the girl who went on a date with him, and he was trying to tickle her.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, okay, please stop. And then when she pretended to be sick, he left and then wrote her a note or a text that said that she had good birthing hips.
Yeah, you have good birthing hips.
Like, what the fuck?
No, he's weird. Not once. I've gone on a couple dates here and there, and not once am I looking at a girl's hip for birthing canal. Oh, I'm like, wow, you got a fat ass on those hips. Nice.
I think the canal and the hips are completely different. In fact, I know for a fact that is because I've had babies before.
You know what I wish someone would have told me in my early 20s? That your little daily spending habits, the coffees, the dinners, they actually do impact your credit in the long run. And let's be real, good credit opens doors. Like my grandpa always said, your credit is your name. That's why I think what Chime is doing is so smart. With the Chime Credit Builder Secured Visa Credit Card, you can build your credit just by doing what you're already doing, making everyday purchases and paying them off on time. And the best part? There's no annual fee, no interest, no credit check, and no minimum deposit. Plus, Chime gives you credit tracking tools and personalized tips to help you stay on top of it all. It's credit building made simple and way less stressful. Whether you're looking to qualify for a better car loan, get approved for your dream apartment, or just feel more in control of your finances, credit matters. And Chime helps you make progress without the pressure. Make everyday purchases count with Chime's Secured Credit Builder Visa Credit Card. Get started today at chime.com/Lala. Chime, builds like progress.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. Members FDIC. Spot me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Timing depends on submission of payment file. Fees apply at out-of-network ATMs. Bank ranking and number of ATMs according to U.S. News and World Report 2023. Chime checking account required.
Can I tell you this thing that popped up just very quickly, and then we'll move to like fun shit? This is fucking hysterical. So this was in 2019, but it like resurfaced on Instagram, and I looked at the date and it had resurfaced like a week ago. Okay.
So we're not late, but we're late.
We're late, but so is the rest
okay,
of
but then
the internet.
All right.
Okay. This didn't get the appreciation that it deserved. Okay. Woman in Arizona allegedly sent a man that she met on a dating site 159,000 text messages over a 10-month period. They had only met once, okay?
I'm kind of obsessed with her.
First of all, 159,000 text messages.
How many days?
I don't even think I've sent that in my lifetime of having a phone.
How many months?
10-month period.
Okay.
I'm bad at math, but that's a lot.
How many days in 10 months? Divide that by that. How many texts is that a day?
It's an insane amount, and you should... I'm
going to feel wanted.
I'm going to read you what she was saying to him. Okay? I'd wear your fascia in the top of your skull in your hands and feet. So she's going to... Do you know what fascia is? Or fascia? It's what your muscles are wrapped in.
Yeah.
She wants to wear that, and then she's going to put his skull on her head and then wear his hands and his feet. Okay? Then she proceeds to say, I'd make sushi... And I'm reading verbatim. This is what it says. I'd make sushi out of your kidneys in chopsticks out of your hand bones. Oh, God. Oh, what would I do with your blood? I'd want to bathe in it. Okay? These are what she said. She was finally arrested after she breaks into his home and takes a bath.
Oh, I would have let her. I would have said,
let her.
I'm obsessed with this woman.
Why? Wait, I have to show you the picture. Have you seen the picture of her?
Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
She's smiling. She would have...
She needs to be in the movie Smile.
She's terrifying. No, it's not like a Smile movie.
Are you going to show me? I need to see now.
It's not like a Smile movie kind of...
Smile?
No, it's like actually like a...
Oh, smirk?
A
little grin?
She's got a little smirk.
She's like, I didn't get to his blood and fingers yet, but I will.
And the crazy thing is that's... obviously happened or is going to happen.
Oh, I'm going to be honest. She doesn't look that nutty. Like, usually when you see, like, somebody like that, you look at them and you're like, oh, you are a nutbag. She kind of looks normal.
I would say she's very imaginative. Very imaginative. What scares me with shit like this, though, is it's like, okay, but she didn't actually do those things.
No, but
so, like, let her out, and then there's going to be a day.
Conspiracy to, yeah.
And then there's going to be a day where we see this woman, and she will have done this. And it's like, why didn't we arrest her back then? And it's like, well, because she didn't do anything then. She just talked about it, and it was, like, a little weird. And she got arrested for stalking.
Oh, no.
Not the messages. I guess you can say whatever you want, right?
No. I mean, she did everything besides saying, I'm going to kill you before I wear your fascia, your feet, and everything.
Here's the thing, though. I think you could say something like that, and unless you actually do it or attempt to, like, there's nothing anyone can do.
Break-in? I mean, I'd be like, hey, she sent me all of these. She broke into my house, is sitting in my tub. At what point is she not going to do everything she's written?
The laws are very, very different. So let's just say where we live. If someone were to break into my house and they had no weapon and I protected the family, and let's just say they were in my closet and I protect my family because you're in my home uninvited, I don't know you, I don't know what you're capable of.
I think if you shoot them in the home, you're good.
No, absolutely not. There's been so many robberies, as you guys know, like Teddy Mellencamp's ex-husband's house. It may still be Teddy's house too. Was broken into last week by 3 men.
And there was need help maybe from John on this, but I forgot his full name. Mamoto on the, I think he's like shortstop for the Dodgers.
Yamamoto?
Yeah.
Oh, Yamamoto was broken into.
He's the pitcher.
Yes.
He's a pitcher. His house got broken into, but luckily
people were home,
and it was at night. So when they flipped on the lights, the robbers just left.
Yep. And then that couple that's had everybody in this area on high alert, where someone had called in and said, hey, my neighbor, someone just jumped over their gate. The cops come. They put a helicopter in the air. They see nothing. They're like, all is good. 4 days pass. They've got neighbors and family members calling saying, I have not heard from my sister. I haven't heard from my brother in 4 days. Please, someone do a wellness check. And they were being robbed. They came home during, or I guess robbery. They were being burglarized. They came home.
During the burglaries.
And he had just broken into another home where he stole a gun, shot the couple, and they both died. So...
Yep. And this is the
point of what I'm saying is you have to be very careful in LA. Just like you can't, if they're found in your closet, it's like, okay, well, there's no weapons in your closet. They didn't have a weapon on them. This looks like your fault. I'm just going to get wasp spray because you permanently blind the person. And it's such an accurate spray. Like,
and
it's
it
not
goes
like
you
this,
can get wasp spray
straight.
that like shoots 30 feet.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting it.
Yeah, like it has a little nozzle on it, 30 feet sprayer.
Don't fuck with me.
And even if you miss their eyes and like hit their face and stuff, like it's...
Yeah, that's not going to feel great.
But speaking of wasps...
But... Oh!
Did you see that?
Let's move on.
I want to move on.
I don't know why we're on the topic. We've been watching a lot of like documentaries that are.
We've been watching very depressed. No wonder I'm so depressed.
I know.
And
What is this
riddled.
podcast even? Move on to the wasps.
Wasps, guys. Wasps.
Let me get
there
to it.
There are radioactive wasps in North Carolina? South Carolina. They're moving, though.
No,
they're making
their
move.
They found this wasp's nest where they used to make
U.S. nuclear.
They used to make the most important parts for nuclear bombs. And these wasps, the radiation that was found was 10 times what is allowed by federal regulation.
My question is not about the wasps. Why were we allowed, or what were we doing with 10 times the nuclear that we were allowed? I don't even know how to even put that in a sentence. Like,
well, I don't know what the rules are for making weapons like that.
But if we were only, and I'm throwing out a number, if we're only allowed to use 10 nuclear X, and we're using 20, it's like, well, shouldn't we kind of be in trouble over here? Or was it 10 times more, not 2?
It was 10 times what is allowed by federal regulations. What I want to know is they say that there's no danger with these wasps, but I just like don't entirely believe that because do wasps breed? Like I'm not super familiar with wasps, but what I do know is like if
they sting.
I know they sting,
so
but
if I get stung by a radioactive wasp, what happens to me?
You're fucked.
Right?
So for me, when you hear that there's a wasp's nest and they're radioactive, I don't entirely feel comfortable. I have to imagine that they've contained the situation. That starts moving nationwide beyond that little area where they were making the parts for the nuclear bombs however long ago. That's not good.
No.
You'd have to go in with hazmat suits.
I mean, you gotta, and is it just like one? Like that's the other thing.
No, it was a nest.
So, I see. Now I got a lot of questions. Do wasps move nest to nest? Is there more that were in there that were radioactive that moved to another nest?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, we're all gonna be radioactive here in a bit. Jeez, little willikers.
In happier news, there was a WNBA game and someone threw a dildo on the court.
That was me. Do you want to know the only thing that I wish?
What?
It had a suction cup on the bottom and it
So it
stuck on the I would have loved it. It was lime green.
The wig? No.
The
what happened
wig?
with the wig? I'm into that.
Is that a person's nickname? The wig.
One of the girls' wigs fell off in the middle of the game. She picks it up, stops, and ran to the locker room. They had to stop the game so she can get her wig up off the court.
Hell yeah.
And then apparently they kicked a fan out because they were making fun of him for their wig falling.
It was a guy.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but you guys fucking suck.
No,
not all of you, but like, are you joking?
I was watching like a fun podcast and it was a girl and a guy and she like turns in her hair and she goes, "Oh my God."
That's everywhere. And it's so funny.
It's fine, just grab it, put it on.
That one is so funny.
I did not see the wig and I think we didn't see the wig because of probably that reason.
Wait,
People
can I
like
ask
talking.
you something? What did Shane Gillis say at the ESPYs?
Oh,
about
my
women's basketball?
Gosh. And he goes, we have, and I'm just going to make up a name here. I'll just say Gigi. And we also have 4-time NBA All-Star Gigi Birmingham here. Everybody goes wild, clapping. And he goes, well, Gigi Birmingham is my buddy's wife's name, so I know none of you watch NBA or WNBA.
WNBA. It's so messed up.
But it's so true.
Oh, I thought that they had like a revival.
I would have chapped too. No, I would have clapped. I don't know. They could have done it for NBA and been
and
like, we have this, and I wouldn't have known.
You've got
I'm
like
so
the
far
household
out now.
names, and unless you're watching ESPN on the regular, which even then they're talking about people who I don't know what the F is even going on.
It is incredible to see where I am today from where I was like even 5 years ago on how much I was up on sports. Like I would watch it. Like I knew every player on every team. I would see him and be like, oh, he's kind of nice. I watch the NBA and I feel like dad now. Because dad would come up and he'd be like, who the hell are you even watching? And I'd tell him and he'd be like, I don't know any of them. I don't care. And now that's me. I'm like, don't know them, don't care.
Yeah, but Easton, that's just called getting older.
No,
I mean, there's nothing that you can do about that. You have things that are going to take precedence over, I don't know, caring about what basketball player just got traded to the Celtics.
And now it's a struggle to watch college football.
Why?
I'm getting so excited and I'm like, wow.
I know.
I used to be that age.
I'm going to be 35 this
year.
Yeah,
doesn't it? Time goes by. I remember like it was yesterday when like college football was coming up and like, you know, you're 21, 22 and you're like, this is it.
Watching college basketball when I was like in that age group, that's how I created my roster.
Yeah, we know.
I would like slide in the DMs of anyone that was hot. There was a time where I was talking to like a few USC players, a UCLA player, someone on Notre Dame. What the fuck? LSU. Like I'm ever going to go to Louisiana. I'm freaking 19.
Oh, Louisiana's so dope though.
You know?
I would love to do a tailgate.
At LSU.
Honestly, any team in the SEC.
They know how to do it, right?
That's football down there.
there's
Alabama would
nothing
be fun
better
to go to.
It's not as fun when you don't drink.
Even Stacy's over here saying it. Like Georgia, another one that I could mess with a really Georgia tailgate. Clemson.
I could mess with that
They
too.
do like a run down like this huge hill, like the team. It's like their opening thing, and it's like straight down, and the whole team runs down it and like hits this statue of like the Clemson Tiger.
But do you think that it would be as
So
fun
dope.
not drinking?
No, it is. I have to
Just
assume
the
it is
energy?
because the energy is so fun. And like, even if you're not drinking, so many people are around where it's like, I'll play beer pong for a sec. Even if I'm not, I'll hold my Diet Coke or my Coke and
Totally
play with them and have my beer. And then like, once it's done, you can go over, chat with somebody else about new stuff, throw some,
Okay,
cornhole.
that's what I want to do this year.
It would be
I want
really fun.
to put that on my bucket list.
It would
Let's
honestly
choose
be
a team.
more fun to not drink because then you're like alert for everything. But by the time the
This is what I'm
tailgate's
gonna
over,
do.
you're asleep.
We're gonna choose what game we want to go to.
We
in
should
that
put
conference.
it out on a poll
I'm
and
gonna
have our people decide.
And then I'm gonna post, and then we're gonna have whoever's going to that tailgate. They'll take care of us. Like when I mean take care of us, because I'm not gonna know anybody. We can just
we'll
join
have
theirs.
our pod.
I'm great at Venmoing.
Yeah. But no, I would really love to do that, and it would really just be the bee's knees for
It would be the bee's effing knees. Housewives news that I was just brought up on. So did you hear that Brynn is indeed leaving?
I did see that.
I don't know how long ago that was because I've been having like guests, and you guys should see my For You page now.
It is great.
It is great, but I almost feel a little guilty because I'm like, oh, my people on the pod, like I should know this shit. But I'm like very much living in just like a different bubble. And that may change. You have to remember, I've been, somewhat out of the Bravo universe for a year and a half. So my algorithm is,
Not so
just
much
mirroring
Bravo
where I am
today.
in life. So I looked up
just on your
what
For
was
You
going-
page, just click a couple, they'll be in there.
I was looking, I kind of enjoy the For You page the way it is right now. It's like very kind and nice. And if I were to scroll for days, it would literally be nothing that I wouldn't want to see.
Yeah.
Right? But I looked up RHONY because I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like there was a time, you guys, where I would turn on my TV and it was like I knew when every single season of Housewives was coming out. And now there's a lull because we've got two shows that are not, they're just kind of like on pause, as Andy would say. RHONY and Jersey. No one knows what the hell is happening. Are we recasting, rebooting, getting rid of? What people are saying, so Brynn's gone. She's going to, go focus on herself, which I think is a really good idea. That was a really tough season for her. And I find when you have a tough season, it's best to just kind of like disappear for a minute. People forget, but just like go away for just a moment. And then I read that it's kind of being talked about that RHONY's not going to come back at all. And that to me is just devastating.
But then again, tough season, like you just said, for Brynn, but I thought it was a tough season for everybody.
That's the thing. It just wasn't good.
And so maybe disappear for a minute, even the whole show. Come back, bring a whole new cast, revamp it the way you want.
Can I say something a little... And I feel this way about a few shows. And I'm not going to say the one that I'm thinking of right now because I just don't want the... Don't, Easton. I don't want the smoke.
I don't even know what show you're talking about.
But there are people who I'm like, I dig you so much. You're so fun to hang out with. I have a lovely time. You fill my cup. You are boring for TV. I'm never bored when I'm with you. But you are not someone that translates onto TV very well.
I agree. And I feel like that comes with a good cast, though.
But yes, and that's
like to
lightning in a
with,
bottle.
Yes. But it's so... I mean, I've been on reality TV a couple of times. Yes, they try to structure me into things. Do I listen? Never. It's hard for me to look at like how you could be more honest or you're not that fun to watch. But like if you were to bring up things that are being around that people may not want out, Mm-hmm. the backfire of bringing that out, you know?
I think it is beyond.
And that's where I'm saying you have to have a good cast where it's like they're all being honest and things like that. And
it's beyond being honest, I think. There is just, and I don't even want to call it an it factor because that just seems like if you're not interesting for TV, you don't have an it factor. There's such a specific oomph that comes with someone who's on TV that you enjoy watching. Every single cast member from OG RHONY had it. Whether it was the smallest of an argument to like, oh my God, Ramona Singer has had a husband who's been cheating on her the whole time. It didn't have to be this big, huge scandal. It didn't have to be everyone's being honest. That's a part of it.
Yeah.
But there's just something that it doesn't matter if you're willing to share it all, that you just have. And when you can get a cast where each person has that, where it's like, you're just interesting. I could listen to you talk about the fucking weather and I'm interested.
I'm interested.
They had that. And even watching Ultimate Girls Trip, I think they had 3 seasons total. 2 or 3.
They had that.
They did one with OG RHONY. And it was, for me, the only one that was watchable.
Okay.
There's just something about those women who I find extremely interesting.
Yeah. And I feel like, RHONY had a tough couple of seasons, in my opinion. I mean, I had to watch them with you. There's ones that I actually watch where I'm like, I'm interested in this. Like, it's not my cup of tea, but I can at least get involved.
Right.
RHONY, like, it was very tough to get involved for me. And there's my point of, like, bringing it back is, like, maybe take a beat. Get off. People will forget. Restage RHONY. Look at RHONY as a person. Take your beat. Let people forget about the old cast and the new cast and the comparisons.
I just
Put it back up.
I just don't understand the reasoning behind why they wouldn't just bring the old cast back.
Do they want to? The cast.
I think that they would in a heartbeat. I don't understand that move at all. And I think it would hold more weight what I say if I had hit shows left and right. So I'm just a girl spewing.
But isn't that everybody in life?
Yeah, it is. And they're really annoying. And I'm turning into that person where I'm like, let me just share my
opinion with you.
Unsolicited advice and opinions. But that's how I feel. Bring them back on.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, you're probably not the only one that thinks that.
It was the greatest city to watch, period. And I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she's a housewife fanatic. She's high level in the business world, and very intelligent women watch Bravo. It's just like from Rihanna to Chrissy Teigen to
Seth Rogen.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
People who live really insane A-list lives watch these shows. So I was really curious what she felt about just this universe. And she said the thing about old school housewives is you were watching extraordinary women live ordinary lives. And then she made reference to another show that I won't mention, but she said, we're watching ordinary people live ordinary lives. It's just something needs to change. It's just very like, who cares? And I was like, that is such an interesting take. She said what's flipped with Housewives is it's getting too glam. It's getting too like the interviews, they're decked. Their scenes hiking, they're decked. Whereas
like taking it back to like the Osbournes type.
Well, the Osbournes is like, that's when reality TV was like a fly on the wall. They showed up. There was no pulling people aside to make
Ryan
a scene.
Sheckler, when he was like 18, the skateboarder had his like show, and I was watching like snippets of it.
Yeah.
And like to watch that old reality TV and then the new, I'm like, I'm kind of needing old reality TV back.
Right. It's not produced. It's like they go in with a camera
You're
and whatever you're
doing. Fly on the wall.
Yeah.
It's not a stable camera where they're like moving. It's like you're watching The Office.
That's exactly what it is.
And it feels authentic. And like there isn't push of somebody walking in with like a theme song and then walking in for their big fight that they've already planned. It's like, no, this kid walked in, it was brought up, and now here we go.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, like when I would watch old school OC, they'd be like, we're going on the boat that day, and they would just like make it work. Now I can only come from what I experience when I've filmed. It's very well thought out and planned, and I don't like plans like that. I'm a kind of a last minute type of person where I'll decide day of if I feel like doing that, but that's just not conducive to the way reality TV is filmed now.
And I was just going to say, like, I feel like they've put a certain prestige on reality TV. Even the people on it where they're like, I have to present a certain way. I'm not now living my reality. I'm on a show, so I'm putting it up. It's like, no. We want the reality of you.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need to see you going to get lunch with your friend at 1 with your $15,000 Chanel bag, with your, you know, Jimmy Choo shoes,
but that's
and dressed up
now.
But that's the thing. That's what we've created. I feel like is you have to present yourself this way.
We want to follow you, like where you go, like what do you do? And I'm like, I go here. We can't get permits to film there, so we're going to have you go here. It's like, perfect, a place I've never been in my life. Sounds good.
Awesome.
Because now, I don't know what the permitting process was like back then, but I assume it's like, oh, this is like a big deal. We're going to be on TV. Now it's like, well, we could get an influencer to come here and post for us, and it's going to reach more people than...
I could have a camera. Just picture this. I have the camera, and I'm just recording you on YouTube Live or something like that, and you wanted to go into the space that you wanted to. You can't get permits through Bravo, but... because now it's a production. If you just walked in there and did it your own self and, I'm just making a video, people are going to go, perfect, sounds good. But once you bring a production and there's names and things and all of that, they're like, now we can. It's like, well, we asked too much. Don't ask for permission. Go in and ask for it later. You know?
They won't let you in with a full production team.
Well, there's where it's at. It's like, that's where I loved the Ryan Sheckler. Even Robin Big.
Yeah.
Like just like one camera just moving around all fucked up. You know, it's like I'm a fly on the wall right now.
Yeah.
Big just broke a chair. Rob's on the other side of the bed laughing and the camera's just going wild. It's not set to set. It's just funny. You're like, wow, this is great.
Yeah.
And that's what I loved. And because of that, it wasn't so you have to present yourself a certain way or you have to look or you want to look to make you seem up and above people because you're on a reality show. Back then it was like, hey, here's my life, and I don't need to act any different. And I feel like we've put that. You have to elevate. You need to be Chanel'd out. You have to have designer. And it's like, you don't. You're choosing this. Please bring it back to the old days of
I think the difference is, and then we're going to wrap it up. The difference is those reality TV shows, they were based off of people who like had other things going on, right? Not that Housewives doesn't. There are some people who like they were on soap operas. They have businesses. But for the average woman stepping into that sort of platform and limelight, if you don't get yourself teed up, then you're kind of isolating yourself from a lot of other opportunities. So if you show up and you look amazing, you're opening yourself up for partnerships, brand deals, all of these things. And you're not going to monetize the opportunity of being on such a heavy-hitting platform.
Yeah.
Right?
No, that makes sense, too.
Like Ozzy Osbourne and the Osbournes, they don't need to show up and be anything because it's like we're fucking rock stars.
Yeah,
like this is us at home.
The show was lucky to get them.
Right.
They didn't need the show.
Ryan Sheckler, what did he do? He was a
professional skateboarder. And
he doesn't have to. However, you probably saw him in a lot of gear that he was being sponsored by.
I mean, I only watched like a clip. I can see it. But like, yeah, I mean, he was probably sponsored by like Vans and things. So he probably just wore like a lot of Vans and a lot of those things. But you're right. These, and I feel like Ryan Sheckler started just because he was like, his buddies were making like little videos and they were like, hey, we want to do this full. And they were like, yeah. But yeah, he was Robin Big, another one, pro skateboarder, Fantasy Factory. Like he was doing other things where it's like they didn't need the show needed them.
Right.
And now it's kind of reversed into the role of, like you said, it's kind of like the show needs no one. We need the show.
100%.
So we have to play this role to fit the show.
Yeah.
All right, so what we've just learned is everybody get your camera at home, start making your own reality TV, and I think we've got things going.
Oh, no. Could you imagine?
No
wonder everyone's creating AI. They're like, we need robots. People are learning that they can just like create content and make a living off of that. No, not really.
No,
but
I mean, yeah.
Let's say this. I have an appreciation for old school reality TV.
That's where
I
I'm
have
at.
no issue with the way Housewives is going, and my only gripe is like I'm gonna need New Jersey and New York. That needs to be situated because that's a big gap that's missing.
And you got to see where my point of view is coming. I'm bringing up strictly like dude shows. Like,
love dude shows though. They've been on.
That's where they're like,
ridiculousness
they
has been on the
like,
air for
shorts,
100
shoes,
million years.
I don't care.
I love it. You guys, thank you for listening to the most random episode of the Give Them Lala podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
I hope that you
had as much fun as I did.
I feel like my cup is hella full.
No, it's full. Hopefully you guys...
We hit some low notes, high notes. We got deep. We got high.
Heads up for the wasps out there.
I know. Be careful. Go get yourself some hazmat suits. I love you guys. I'll catch you next week. Bye. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Did I get all three? I'm getting really good at that.